What's going on, YouTube? ZC coming at you with another video this morning. I'm gonna try out a Honey Bunches of Oats chocolate cereal. Looks pretty good. Oh, it smells really good. Well, I'm sure many of you heard the news about Phil Robertson passing away. A little upsetting. He was actually a pretty big mentor to me and my family. My kids' younger years, I think it was early 2000s when they started that show. Me and my family watched that a lot. We bought T-shirts and we, bought the DVDs and watched them all every time they came out. And of course, the Duck Dynasty still is. Duck Dynasty, but he was kind of the bread and butter, Phil was, of the family. He started the duck call business. If anyone ever watched the movie The Blind, really good movie to watch. I suggest seeing it. And it told the backstory of Duck Dynasty, how they started and everything, and all his trials he went through with drinking and just being a bad man, transforming, into a man of God. And I think his son Jace, one of his sons, was playing with something one night. He ended up taking it from him, carving it into a duck call, and that's what started it all. Pretty neat story, really. But yeah, it's kind of like a bittersweet, because he was a man of God and he spent many years, in sin, but then spent, I think he said 38, 39 years, his last 39 years of his life serving God. And he did a lot of good sermons on YouTube, and he preached the word a lot. He was a really good preacher. I related well to him because some preachers, not so much. His story I could relate to. And anybody knows, that's the best person you like to preach to you, because you can relate to them, So it worked well. Tastes like Honey Bunches of Oats with chocolate on it. It's good though. Very good. But now of course they got all this. Like I watched earlier where he did a sermon when COVID was going on, and all these reels are coming up about, I guess, videos, clips, stuff he's done nobody's seen. And I was just scrolling through watching some of them, and had some really good ones in there. He really did. I don't think they put enough chocolate on the cereal. Now the cereal just tastes like the cereal, the chocolate milk. But it's okay. I mean, I didn't buy that. Jackie bought that. I don't know why she got it. But it's okay, though. Would I eat it again? Probably not. I rated it a 6, guys. One song. Because once you put it in the milk, all the chocolate just rinses off, and then it just tastes like cereal. So, if you're a chocolate cereal lover, this probably won't do it for you. Yeah, just it's brown now. All the chocolate came off, so as you can see, it just looks like normal cereal. But yeah, I definitely will miss him. He was a good guy, and but he does have plenty of sons too that can carry on his preaching and the word he shared, and I believe 100% they'll do that. And he has nieces and nephews. I think Jalen Robinson is her name. She's already preaching. I think she's not even an adult yet, and she's preaching already. So she's already following his footsteps. They all are. So it's an awesome thing that they'll get to carry on the torch for him, for Phil. Rest in peace, buddy. We love you. So it's just funny, too. He passed away right before Memorial Day. But I know one of his last words was to his family was keep going forward and strength. That's what he said. I don't know if it was in that exact word, but that's what he told him. So, yeah. So, I didn't even know he had Alzheimer's. Apparently, he was diagnosed with that a while back, and he's been struggling with it. So, but being reserved like Phil Robertson was, he wouldn't have aired it. He wouldn't have aired it out there if he was sick. I don't believe. I mean, just from hearing him preaching things, I know he would have been saying, "It's my time. It's my time." He wouldn't have made a big social media deal of it. In other words, I think he would have just kept it low key. So, a lot of his sermons he preached on death and how if you believe in God, you don't have to fear it. And how many people spend their whole lives fearing the one thing they're all going to do anyway. So, and that was something he preached on a lot. So I'm sure that it's probably something he dealt with a lot in life and used drugs and alcohol to cover that up. Obviously, we all face that. But through God, you can overcome it. Amen. So that's awesome. So he always had a good word to preach. And he will be missed by many, I'm sure. But like I said, his legacy will live on. So I'm sure that was his number one goal, was to leave a legacy behind for other people to preach the word. So I just wanted to hop on here, do a quick review, and have a morning chat with y'all about it, because I don't know if any of you guys watched the show or not, or I'm sure you did, especially Southern folks down by Louisiana where they was from. But I wish they'd come out with a new season. and started doing it again. The show. Cy Robertson. He's funny. He's a character, that guy is. But he loves the Lord too. He's a good guy. They all are. Cy made the show because, it had a seriousness about it in the show, but Cy brought that laughing element, which my kids always loved. The way he came and brought his comedy to the show. That's what drew us all into watching it, really, was Cy Robertson. Everyone else, did their part in the show, but Cy kind of just brought it all together because he knows how to break up the monotony when he walks in a room. For sure. But, yeah. I'm just sitting here enjoying my peace and quiet before I go to work because the kids are sleeping, which they normally aren't this time of morning. They're usually both up. So thank God this morning I got some quiet time to have breakfast and reflect. I don't normally get to do that. One more shift. It's off for 2 days. Thinking about doing a smoked brisket review because I've never did one. We've got some at work on sale, but I've heard so many people talk about cooking them and how much issue they've had with cooking them and overcooking them, not cooking them enough, not getting them tender. So I'd like to master the brisket. I really would like to master that. So I'm going to give it a whirl. I mean, I've had brisket other people's cook, but I can honestly say I've never made one. My boss at work, Nick, was cooking one for Memorial Day. I said, well, if it turns out good, I want to know your tips because I'm going to be cooking one soon myself. I think I'm going to, yeah. Oh, that piece tastes like chocolate. Mm-hmm. I think what's standing out in here is the bananas. They taste pretty good. But yeah, maybe make up some brisket and some asparagus. Maybe throw some baked potatoes on the grill. I don't know. Probably cut it in half because, I mean, the ones we got at work are like big. Probably cut one in half and cook it. Save the other half. See how it turns out. We'll see. Anyways, folks, I'm going to hop off here and get my day going. So if you like my content, like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification for future videos when we post. And as always, stay hungry. God bless.